Hello. Today we'll continue playing Death Road to Canada. Recently, I went on Steam and decided to play this game. Reinstalled it and suddenly came face to face with Monika herself. She prevented me from making progress and now I have brought her into the Death Road. Along with Johnny Cage, of course. Trying to forget the horror she awakened on my laptop. Let's get started. Meet Monika, a mechanic that is civilized. And here's Johnny Cage, a big bruiser who is very charming. Now that's out of the way. Let's begin Monika and Johnny Cage's adventure. Why does Monika keep coming across such dangerous weaponry? Johnny Cage's fists are much more dangerous than that. Oh, look at this. The place where Dallas was from. Hopefully, Dallas is still there so that we can say that Loogie forgot about him. Unfortunately, it was not Dallas. It was instead a pug. His name? Brown. I guess whoever named this poor pug didn't know what color he was supposed to be. It's quite a shame. After escaping with Brown, Monika decided to bring him along because she felt bad for his name. I was just randomly looking at the stats when suddenly Brown disappeared on his portrait. I have no idea what caused this, so I thought that Monika removed his image without anyone noticing. Look at this, everyone. Monika is about to exchange some advice with a peaceful person we stumbled upon. Let's see what we get in return. Well, whatever Monika said, it must have been really valuable. So we ended up in a siege, and look at what Monika hid from Johnny Cage and Brown. That's right. She found a knife. I'm sure she'll use it to save her friends. After that easy siege, we got our bonuses. But one in particular kinda stood out for me. Why is Monika trying to be so dangerous? If anyone should have that, it should be Johnny Cage. Alright now. Enough forcing Monika to use firearms to her advantage. This has gone overboard. It seems that Monika, Johnny Cage, and Brown are gonna have a buffet tonight. This place is a symbol of food in the apocalypse. Guess how much food is inside this place? Go on. Guess a number if you dare. With this much food, you can afford anything traders sell you. How much food did we get now? 82 pieces of food from that store alone. Untouched grocery store is quite risky if you don't have the proper weapons. But Monika had plenty of them from the start. This man must be Brown's relative. His name is Wolf. Monika and the gang come across a vending machine selling various items. One of them has a stick for sale. This is such a hard choice. But we should know that having a stick is always a must whenever possible. And now, someone must shove money into the receiver. We chose Johnny Cage to do it because he's alright with it. Monika and the gang comes across a ruined car full of skeletons inside. Monika decides to be philosophical and held a speech about the skeletons and their existence as a whole. Everyone had mixed feelings, including Monika herself for some reason. This next event puts Monika's mechanical skills to the test. She hotwires a golf ball collector and wishes that she could have used it on her friends. Oh, this event again. Hey, look at this. It's Kip the lizard scientist. He is that scientist that can make things happen. Let's use up our food on this guy for something cool to happen. We apologize for this, Brown. Hope for the best. Seems like nothing bad happened. It just made Brown slightly bigger than usual. Monika is up next. Let's see what happens. Oh no. Don't tell me that Monika has transformed into a fly. Now is Johnny Cage's time. Let's see what happens to him. Johnny Cage feels like a new person? That's not a good... Well, at least he can relate to Nese from that other adventure we went through. And now we have been interrupted by a Valkyrie. She demands us to let her join with us. But the problem is, we don't have any space left. That is until she kills someone by throwing her hammer at random. Who did she kill? It was Monika out of everyone else. I don't know how to feel about this. But I suppose that Valkyrie saw Monika as a fly rather than a person. At least the good thing about Valkyrie is that she is very strong and throws her hammer to deal great damage. Right now, she just successfully wrestled an alligator for our car keys. Hey look! A totally normal trader camp. Or not? Or it's a very valuable trader camp where a person is selling items at a great discounted price. Who can resist such great deals? I'm sorry, what? Where did Valkyrie's hammer go? I can only see the screen shaking from the hammer colliding into the zombies. We ended up running past zombies until the hammer came back to us from far away. Apparently Valkyrie's hammer got glitched by Monika herself. I don't blame her actually. Just when I thought things were okay, Monika's spirit decides to curse Valkyrie at this moment and got her running into the zombies. Monika might have been relieved from seeing that. I think Monika really hates our gang. She has her eyes on Wolf this time by bombarding us with bandits and damage. There goes Wolf. Brown must have felt a lot more comfortable without him. So Johnny Cage and Brown ended up in a graveyard and can't find a shovel. Where is it, you may ask? It's quite complicated. The shovel ended up in the very corner behind the trees. Whoever put that shovel all the way there is certainly evil. Let's open this tomb and get a character. It turns out that Dracula was inside that tomb. That's great because we can bring him along with us. There appears to be a person stuck under boxes. As the typical Johnny Cage, he obviously helps them. But Brown seems to hate it extremely for some reason. I have a feeling that Brown wouldn't even mind losing track of Johnny Cage and Dracula. At last, we came to our final trader camp. We must not forget the ones that has perished along the way. Monika the Fly, Wolf, and Valkyrie. Before we run them over, we checked out the camp for anyone interesting. Unfortunately, we found a kitten that would join us if we pay it 3 food. But why would we let? Doesn't matter, it's a kitten after all. During our siege battles, I started to hear some hissing noise. Turns out, the kitten we just recruited hisses every time it attacks. And I thought that my game was lagging or something. I almost forgot, we also purchased a grenade launcher at that trader camp. This is to thin out the zombies that may crowd up in small areas. Here's Johnny Cage, alive and better than ever. That city of lost hopes was no problem for this team. Also Brown was on his side until he attacked a zombie. I'm kinda concerned as to how I would survive in harder modes than this mode. It's okay, I have a plan. Good job to the kitten, it managed to live. What a weird team Monika had lead until now. Let's see what happened to our survivors in Canada. First was Johnny Cage. He was strong and remained that way even when he turned into the second knees. Next up is Brown. Unlike Dallas, he hates seeing people help others and hates the weather itself. After Brown is Dracula. He didn't do much other than count numbers and swinging a sledgehammer around. Finally, we have Kitten. I underestimated the power of the kitten itself and I will never look down on it again. Let's not forget about Wolf and Valkyrie. Especially Monika. I'm sure she's not going to be happy when she finds out that I turned her into a fly and got her knocked out by Valkyrie. Today was an interesting day. Now if you would excuse me, I need to run away from my laptop. I hope she doesn't find me here. Well, that isn't good.